Okay, so this is not going to be your typical game review. This is going to be somewhat slapped together. But I said a couple of days ago, I said that the Habs, they needed to make some changes heading into their next game against the Washington Capitals. And guess what? Marty St. Louis, he left those water guns at home, and he brought out the old grenade launcher. I don't care what anyone says, the entire team looked a little bit taller and even a little bit heavier last night. Even Caulfield was finally tall enough to get on a roller coaster for the very first time in his life. And this game review, it's brought to you by Miraj Trading. And if you're a Habs fan and you've been buying hobby boxes and for some reason you haven't been buying them from Miraj Trading, shame on your souls. Just kidding, kind of. But you see, Miraj, they're local. They're massive fans of the Montreal Canadiens, and the best part of all, they got every kind of hobby box that you could possibly want right now, right at MirageTrading.com. So head on over there, check them out. But here we go. Habs, Caps, the puck is dropped, and the Canadiens look great. They look like they were shot out of a bloody cannon. But believe it or not, it's going to be the Washington Capitals who strike first in this one. Miraj is going to pick up a rebound. He's going to fire one that goes right off the stick of Connor McMichael. And just like that, we got a one-goal game. But, you see, there was something very different about the first period compared to what we've been seeing over the past couple of games. I don't know what it is, but the Habs were just dominating the play out there. Poor Logan Thompson was getting absolutely worked. The Canadiens put 15 shots on him in total in the first period alone. And eventually, one of them, this shot right here from Alexandre Carrier, it finds its way into the back of the net. What a rock star. Now we're going to move on to the second period, and this is where the Habs really start to ramp up the physicality in this game, okay? Demi Dobbs involved. Caulfield's involved. Anderson's running around like he's got a bunch of Diet Coke and Mentos wedged up his ass. But when the Caps try and retaliate, you buttholes, you always got to go for the head, don't you? Just ask Logan Thompson. But anyway, we'll get to that. You see, Nick Suzuki, he's going to get on the board and make Brandon Duhaime pay for this one pretty fast. And now it's a 2-1 game for the Montreal Canadiens. But guess what? They're not out of the woods yet. This game is not safe. Because not only is Jacob Chychrun going to tie it up for the Caps with an absolute bomb, but Samuel Montembeault leaves the game early, which tells me he must have been dealing with some sort of an injury, okay? Something that he's probably been dealing with over the past few games. So, Jakub Dabiš is in. He's between the pipes now for the Habs. And right before this period comes to an end, ladies and gentlemen, shit is about to hit the fan, okay? But it all starts with a late goal from our little bundle of joy, Cole Caulfield. He's going to give the Canadiens a 3-2 lead. And when two of these teams are trying to get off the ice, look at this. Jacko and Wilson, they're kind of mixing it up a little bit when Josh Anderson comes out of nowhere like a pimple on a nice ass. Holy smokes. The gate at the bench is not fully closed, and from this point forward, it's old-time hockey, baby. Anderson and Wilson are not giving in. They're putting on an absolute show for the fans at the Bell Center. This is like watching the Undertaker and Mankind in a cage match again or something. I don't know about you guys, but I was absolutely loving every single minute of it, okay? This is playoff hockey, and if you don't like it, you could go hide under the bed or something. This was great. But now we're going to move on to the third period, where the Habs, they're about to give up the first goal. Alexander Ovechkin is going to tie it all up a tree just a couple of minutes in, but guess what? It's all downhill from this point forward. Wayne Gretzky's little fella gets on the board. Slavkovsky gets on the board. Dylan Strome just flattens his own goaltender. Man, what are you doing? Right out of nowhere, I mean, what the heck is going on during this game? You know what? I originally thought this poor fella might have been dealing with a concussion here from this vicious cross-check. But no. After a couple of different looks, I'm pretty sure it's his leg, okay? I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be in that way. I know some Habs fans, they're being dicks about this now, but I gotta say, man, I really feel bad for him. I really hope this guy's okay. I hope him and Samuel Montembeault is okay. Even though we got a pretty good security blanket, okay? This guy right here has got Stanley Cup vibes and cold cans of Chef Boyardee written all over him. Just saying. Alex Newhook is also going to get on the board before this period comes to an end. And the Habs, they're going to go on to win this game by a final score of 6-3. And I am so proud of this team right now. They made changes. They came into this game just flying. They gave a full 60 minutes. And what I want right now is for you guys to let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. Let me know what you thought of that little dust up in the bench which was probably my favorite part of this game, besides, you know, the good old-fashioned ass-kicking on the scoreboard, of course. Please don't forget to make that like button just cry before you leave here. And hey, Tommy boy, see you next time.